this is a gift of this transition.
What's up, hotties? Welcome to the vlog. Currently on my way to get my eyebrows done, but let's talk about the fact that I forgot about this appointment. Well, thankfully, I realized it before it was too late, and I'm gonna make it. But it was very funny because I was for sure sitting in the coffee shop getting my work done, and then suddenly it popped up on my phone like, girl, you have an appointment. This is why, for me, I have to also have a physical planner in addition to having a digital planner, because the digital planner is, for me, the backup. Like, if I don't write something down, I feel like, what? That's not real. Also, this really is a hair week. I should be getting my hair done this week. But because my birthday is next week and so is my birthday party, I'm waiting. So right now, I'm feeling a little cuckoo. But alas, here we are. So I am going to get these lashes filled. And it's so funny because I was thinking to myself, when is my eyelash appointment? My eyelashes is looking a little bald-headed. Also, I think I'm gonna ask the technician today not to maybe do my cat eye so much in the corner of my eye, because I've been finding that it's very irritating when, like, right when I get my lashes done, and it doesn't stop being irritating until like it's time to get a fill. And so obviously that's because it is poking me in the eye. So yeah, I was working on tomorrow's video for y'all, editing. And so what's funny is, in doing that video, I ended up recording 2 versions of the video. So I was editing the second version and trying to figure out like what I wanted to say or how I wanted to sort of deliver the message. I need to decide which one I'm going to use. Basically, the video was about the power of consistency, and I was trying to decide, do I want to lean it more towards somebody who's like trying to transition into being a YouTube creator, or just overall in general the power of consistency in and of itself, because obviously that is something that every person needs. So yeah, I was trying to figure that out, but I clearly was not prepared for this appointment. Thankfully, I'm dressed relatively comfortably, so it doesn't matter. But child, I was like, appointment, oh my God. We are 6 days away from my birthday. So I'm like getting things together. The rental company actually called earlier today about, like, I don't know, they didn't leave a voicemail. So I tried to give them a call back. Nobody responded. I'm like getting everything prepared. My dress still hasn't arrived, but I did get one part of my outfit, which is hilarious. And I also need to get like a pair of shoes. Ooh, excuse me. And for the most part, everything for my party is finished. Like, I just need to go to Costco, get, you know, like the liquor. I'm not having a person who's gonna actually bartend, because that just wasn't like available. And I'll just have something set up. Maybe I'll make like a picture of a drink or something and put it in a dispenser, but otherwise people can pour a drink. Like, I'm not doing all that. They was doing too much. So I was at the coffee shop while I was doing my work, and I love, like, sometimes I find that going to a coffee shop allows me to be more focused with my work, because I feel like I only have but so long to sit here. And so I enjoy it. But the one thing sometimes I don't enjoy is going to a coffee shop. There's never any like healthy breakfast options. You know what I mean? Like, it's always just pastries. And I was really hungry this morning, but I'm like, I don't want you know, almond filled croissant, even if it's gonna be tasty. Like, I just am looking for, you know, where is a bowl of hot cereal? Can I get an oatmeal? It's just like, dang, can y'all give me that? I don't want to eat, you know, a big croissant or a big muffin, or, you know, and then they didn't even have like a plain bagel. I don't know. It's just irritating how sometimes it's always just pastries. I'm like, we need a little in between, like there's a bacon and an egg sandwich, or just, you know, like a toast. And, you know, some places will have it, but sometimes it's not available. And so then I just had like a big old thing of matcha, and I'm like, dang, now I'm starving. So annoying. everybody wants to go to the coffee shop, right? Like those are the third places that people are always going to. And so we're all trying to go and get work done. And I hate sometimes too that then the coffee shop is so crowded. And if you're at these places, the one I was at, I really enjoy because it's relatively quiet and it's like, it's nice and comfortable and all that. But the tables are all like 2-person tables. And so then if somebody is sitting at a table, they're so small that you wouldn't necessarily want to come sit at the table across from somebody unless you know them. Because it's kind of weird. Like, okay, I'm just sitting at this table with you, but the table's not necessarily big enough for us all to have our own space. And I think if you're going to have that sort of situation, you almost need to just have a long communal table so that people will be comfortable sitting down, because there really could be more accommodations made for other people if they want to come work. But it's hard when the tables are just singular because folks feel like, oh, hey, now we're sitting together, working together. So I'll see y'all after my little lashes get done. They're not terrible, but we need a fill. Okay, I'm gonna holla. Bye.
Tout sera parfait, j'arrête pas d'oublier que je suis déjà arrivé et je peux respirer, il n'y a rien qui me court après, je suis là pour kiffer, faire de l'art sans me presser.
Good morning, hotties. Okay, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Friday, February 22nd? 21st, 22nd. I don't know what today is. Let me look. Oh, it's the 21st. Okay. Clearly in the car, getting ready to go to work out. Not have any caffeine this morning. No buzz in a can. No buzz in a pouch. Nothing. I wanted to have just like a pure green tea, but I didn't have none. Ain't that bottle blue? I'm in here in the car listening to Allie Hazelwood's book, Deep Ends. Honey, I'm not really a big audiobook girl, but recently, sorry, I'm looking for a eyelash comb spoolie. Just, you know, when I be driving and stuff, I've started to like listen to books sometimes because I often want to read or have more than one book going at a time. I'm currently reading 3 books. So Allie Hazelwood's Deep End, Women Who Run with Wolves, and also The Rules of Fortune by Danielle Prescott. So I have a lot going on. One is like regular paperback, one on a Kindle, and then we have this audiobook. I also feel like, you know, you should take advantage of this if you have Spotify Premium because it comes with audiobooks. And to my understanding, I think you get like 10 hours free a month and then you can buy hours. But it's like you're already paying for it. It's no need for you to also have an Audible, you know, like, an Audible membership and all that stuff. You got to be using all these memberships and using all the perks. I got it. You good. Y'all, I am yearning because I did not have nothing. Hopefully I'll be all right in class. I just didn't feel like having like a canned drink today. I didn't want that. And then I didn't feel like having workout. I honestly didn't want to sweat too much because right after class I have to race to Beverly Hills because my sister's trying on her wedding dress today. And I have energy drinks. Literally the energy drink makes you sweat more. So I was like, because I know I'm going out after this and I'm not gonna have time to go home and shower before I go, I was like, I don't want to be so sweaty. Like, I'll be sweaty enough, but I don't want to be like profusely sweating. We are 5 days out from my birthday, so things are like showing up at my house, you know, just like decorations and stuff that I need. I have about 10 minutes for my class. I'm gonna finish listening a little bit more to my book. It was just a little like, oh, cute. And then I will holler at y'all after we get out of spin. as usual, on our way out to the gym. Let's throw our shoes on. It is Saturday, February 22nd. So, if this happens to you, but as I've gotten older, and I feel like everywhere I'm seeing things about perimenopause, so I feel like everything is a perimenopause like symptom. But I feel like now, during my, I guess what would be considered like an ovulation week, I get this fake like cold. And it's so goofy because I'm just like super like congested or nasally, and I'm sneezing a lot, and then it goes away and nothing else is wrong. Like, it's not an actual cold, and I know it's not because it happens like clockwork. But don't have any like super big plans today. It's art week in Los Angeles, and surprisingly I haven't been to any events. One of my good friends, the artist, multidisciplinary artist, performance artist, Autumn Breon, typically like has some things going on, and she is showing like at the Line Hotel in a few places, but normally she has like an event or, you know, a performance for us to attend, and it didn't seem like there was anything to go to this year. So I almost like haven't been in everything happening around Art Week as much as I typically am with her. Whew, okay, gotta bring some moisture in my face, so I always like to spray before I go to the gym with this French mineral water spray, because I don't want to wash my face like with soap and all that only just to go to the gym and sweat. One, because I feel like it's just then bad for your skin to come back after and like wash my face again. So I usually do like a cold rinse, make sure I ain't got no crust in my eye, obviously, and then just hydrate my skin with a little thermal water. You can hear it's almost gone, so we may be stopping at Ulta. Otherwise, that's all I do. I was talking on Threads the other day about people who put on full like faces of makeup to go to the gym. I don't comprehend. First of all, my gym has white towels. So if you put on all that makeup and then you pick up a white towel and you trying to wipe your face because you're sweating, all your makeup is on the towel. I just don't understand people. And I'm like, how are you going to the gym with a full face of makeup? Like, are you going to work out or are you going to be cute? I don't understand. And not that you can't do both, but it's weird. Thing about me, I love a matching set. And sometimes I hate when like brands and stores don't have a matching jacket. Like, they'll do a bra, they'll do a pant, but then they won't do a jacket. And I'm like, you think, oh, you could just throw on any other jacket, but all the jackets do not match. And I hate when the companies like, and Target does this, you know, like they have jackets obviously, but they don't make specific jackets for their like, for their sets. And I need every set to come with a jacket. But this is today's set from Target. You can't fully see it. And this jacket is from Target, but it's not necessarily made to go with this look. Yeah, it will, but wake up the team. Okay, y'all, we're in the car. I decided to go ahead and have a pre-gym snack, which I haven't done in a long time. Normally, I've been going to the gym fasted and just having, you know, like my little buzz in a can. But this morning, I was like, I am starving, and I needed to put something on my stomach. I just felt like, what the heck? So I'm having a piece of wheat toast with banana slices, crunchy almond butter, and a little drizzle of grade A pure maple syrup and cinnamon. I get my almond butter from Trader Joe's. So just this little snackety snack. Nothing too dramatic. Listening to Deep End, great book. I'm enjoying it. It's a little frustrating. Sometimes I find like in the romantic tropes, the like friends to lovers kind of trope sort of irritates me at times, because there's always one person in the story who like can't believe that the other person even likes them. And sometimes I'm like, what? It's like so obvious that they like them. So I'm annoyed as a reader, like, can't you tell? And it makes me think, like, if I was gonna write a friends to lovers, like, sort of romance, how would I write it? And I have an idea, but it's just funny because as the reader, I'm thinking this is so obvious, but then I wonder if, like, in real life it's that obvious. I don't know, because I've been in that situation, and I'm trying to think, maybe somebody saw something that I didn't see. We have things to do. What are y'all doing? So we'll see what I get into today. But as of right now, let's just head to the gym, get our class in, move your body. Remember, it's not always about, like, going to the gym so that you can lose weight or so you can, quote unquote, fix your body. It's going so that you can keep your body intact. Sometimes I think we're so focused on exercise as a means to, like, an end, rather than understanding that it's just a part of our life. Give your body the attention, the time, and the care it deserves so that it can keep taking care of you. And I will see you after class.
So I ended up spending my Saturday at home doing this cute little puzzle that I got from Target one of the last times that I was there. And it was really fun sitting and chilling and putting it together with Emery. My goal is for us to get it done together, and then likely I will use puzzle glue and frame it and hopefully either put it in their playroom or maybe hang it up in their room. But I just really love the idea of them seeing Black people in a museum, and I thought that this was great. It was actually a perfect way to spend my Saturday.
Okay, hotties, what's up? It is Sunday. Today is February 23rd. I don't know. Yes, 23rd. As you can see, my hair is wrapped because I'm getting ready to set it. I just used this little, like, hair dryer that you can attach to the blow dryer. Now this works very well because this is something that, like, I have taken with me even on vacations because it attaches to any blow dryer. You know, all hotel rooms come with that. So if I'm going with my pixie and I need to redo my hair, this is, like, the perfect thing to bring along. And while I'm doing that, I have been reading Women Who Run with the Wolves, which is an amazing book thus far. One of the best things that I read today, actually, in the chapter called Stalking the Intruder, the beginning initiation, which is sort of like when women first kind of awaken to their own intuition, is something that I actually have kind of stood by and walked by for a long time. And the passage reads, "This early training to be nice causes women to override their intuitions." Listen, I have often said, and anybody who knows me personally and well knows, that I will say I am kind, I am not nice, because nice is useless. Being nice doesn't do anything for you. Nice is usually what they say to women who they want to be docile and to fall in line. And there's a difference between being kind and being nice. Now, I think that everyone needs to be kind, which means that you're thoughtful, you're empathetic, you think about other people, you put other people's needs sometimes before your own, but not to the detriment of yourself. And that type of woman tends to make people uncomfortable. And people will be like, "Oh, you're not being nice," which tends to usually mean that you're not just saying okay, or you're not just easily convinced to do something. And I remember I had this guy that I dated, and he always would be like, "Leslie, just be nice." And I'm like, no. Like, I will often be like, no, I don't have to be nice. Like, I can be kind, I can be courteous, I can be considerate, but being nice gets me nowhere. And it used to bother him, but it bothered me that he would always say this to me, especially as it pertained to, like, other women talking to him or just disrespecting me. And I'm a person that I think that behavior was misconstrued as mean for a long time in my life. People would say that to me. They would throw that word at me and hurl it at me like, "You're so mean." And I'm like, I'm not mean, because I am the kindest person. Like, I will do for you. I'm considerate. I think about others. And I found that the people who claim to be so nice often weren't kind. You know, these were just like fake things that they claimed to be, these personas and these sort of facades that they would put on and to mask their really underlying true meanness. If I could suggest anything for you to read this year, as I'm coming up, obviously, on my birthday, one of the things I'm really doing is going deep within myself to really truly become the full woman that I know I'm meant to be. And this book is, to me, rather intrinsic. And so I'm encouraging you to read it. Read it with me. I need to obviously do Sunday errands, which y'all know that we need to do. Grocery stores, things of that nature. Anywho, let me get this head done so I can go on about my business, okay? And I will chat with y'all when it's time to do Sunday errands. Hotties, we are back. My hair is done. Oof, my comb is still wet, but dang, I need a towel. Do you ever like just buy a whole bunch of stuff not realizing what you already have? I have 75 flat irons, and I have so many flat irons, but what I really want and need is a curling iron. I feel like Vector from Despicable Me whenever I first comb my hair out. Also, I'm about to grow out like a little tail. I had asked my beautician to do it, and I feel like she understood, but she cut down a little too much. So this week I need to be like, do not cut this right here, because I'm trying to grow like a ducktail. I've had pixie haircuts, a few in the past before, and I've styled them so many different ways, but sometimes I find myself like struggling to style my hair, which is weird because clearly it's not as if I don't know how to style my hair. So I don't know why I'd be struggling, but recently wrote an essay over on my Substack called America, the Greatest Lie Ever Told. So I encourage you to read it. Those are some of like the things that I'm often thinking about. This essay was sort of what I was thinking when I was in Japan right after the election. And so, you know, take a look, read through it. Maybe you have some similar thoughts. But subscribe to that. In addition, I also do what I call the, in case you missed it, like email blast, which is just sort of a recap on everything that you may not have seen across the platforms that I've shared, because we all know that we don't own these platforms. And so we can be creating amazing content that, to be honest, people may never get to see because there's so many people they're following. The ether is so full of things, and I think I've spent a lot of time too with my creating feeling like, oh, it doesn't matter, nobody gets to see it. And then people are like, oh my gosh, I never see your stuff. Like, where are you posting? And I'm like, yeah. So, you know, but at the same time, part of that is if people don't engage, then it's not going to show it to you. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword. I think sometimes people are like, it's the algorithm. It's like, you know, punishing me or not posting my stuff. But the truth is, if people are not engaging with your stuff, if they don't like it, that's why the algorithm doesn't show it, because nobody's interested. You know, sometimes that's like a hard pill to swallow. But I've kind of come to the place too where it's like, as much as I'm going to post things that I think my followers, and I don't like the word followers, but that's why, you know, that the hotties, the people that support me want to see, I'm also going to post things that I feel like are resonant to me. And I think that if you're following me, then you probably have some of the same thoughts and like things that I'm talking about, you know, are touching you in some kind of way or resonating with you. I do the in case you missed it, because I want to make sure that people are getting to see things if they perhaps, you know, skipped over it the first time. Maybe they were just like in a scrolling mood, not really like an interacting mood. And it gives the opportunity for people to go back and be like, oh girl, that was interesting to me. Or, you know, like I did like that. I didn't even notice it the first time. You got to like care about analytics and care about that stuff. But at the same time, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because you know, things are people led. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter yet, you should subscribe, so then you can get the email blast and the newsletter and any sort of like essay or something that has just come up in my, you know, psyche to share with y'all. All right, head is done. Let me put on some clothes and see if this man is ready to run our Sunday errands. It's looking like we have to take the littles with us, which means this is going to be an adventure. child said I'm bullying her because I asked her what she's doing with her life since she's not putting these groceries up. I'm trying to understand the problem. Just getting back from running my errands. Trying to decide if I'm gonna make jambalaya or pasta. Definitely two different things, but I didn't get a green bell pepper, so getting jambalaya. Can you be quiet? I live in the fun house. What? Okay. This is the andouille sausage that I like to use. Very good. I realized today that it came sliced already and it was the same price as the like whole one. So I figure, why not buy convenience? Why slice when I don't have to? Now I'm just cooking down the celery and the onions. Remember when you're making your food not to add the garlic until toward the end, otherwise the garlic will just burn. So you add that like right before you're about to toast your rice and stuff. Smell it. It's delicious. This is like pecan smoke, so you can smell sort of like the nuttiness of the pecans. Oh look, the man again. And here he come with his little hands on my food. Look how he act. These people, no respect.
That's good.
Yeah, I know. What? A little tomato paste. You put this in the pan with your aromatics because you want to caramelize the tomato paste. I'm going to take regular jasmine rice. And we're going to do 2 cups. That's 1 cup, 2 cups. I toast it with my aromatics just to scrape up some more of the flavor. Or if you guys remember, I told you last time, it's called the fond at the bottom of the pan. It just sort of adds like a depth of flavor to your food. Put paprika, remember, because we don't have any bell peppers. I'm not gonna measure this, so I'm gonna put about that much because normally I would use probably a half of a pepper. 4 cups. It's 2 cups. Bam, bam. A little splash. 4 cups. Add some more seasonings. So we're gonna add some garlic powder, some onion powder. Let me add. Gotta add some tones. Now, bear in mind this is maybe not traditional jambalaya, but carries the flavor profile. I know people like to get real persnickety about, you know, cultural dishes. That ain't how my grandmama did it. Well, I ain't your grandmama. While this comes to a boil, you can put the top on. That just allows sort of the water and the heat to release, which makes things boil faster. It's fine. It can take its time. Normally I would make cornbread, but I'm not going to do that because last time I made cornbread, the kids didn't eat it all. So I'm just going to make a little crostini and a little toast. I'll come back when it starts to boil and I add the sausage. Also, if you find that your jambalaya maybe is sticking to the pan, don't be afraid to add a little more broth. I love to use vegetable broth. This vegetable broth is usually my go-to. I use chicken for this, but I normally use vegetable over anything because it just has more flavor to me. So that's it. We're pretty much done with dinner, waiting on vegetables. People are taking baths. You see how it suddenly got quiet? The fun house got quiet again. Yeah. So I'm done with dinner. I'm gonna sit down and I will probably check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye, hotties. See you on Monday. going on? Welcome to Monday. Today is February 24th. Normally when I see you guys in the morning, I'm on my way to the gym. But this morning I am going to hurry up and get myself together because I'm meeting one of like my old homies, associates from Howard, and we're meeting for coffee, matcha obviously for me this morning, using Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, and you're supposed to tap on the bottom. The first time I didn't read and I shook it. You're not supposed to shake. I was like, I don't want to rush trying to like go to the gym and then rushing back home to get myself ready in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So I was like, listen, don't do that. You actually can go run a couple errands before. Like, I need to drop my clothes off at the cleaners that have been sitting in my trunk forever. I need to get my car washed. Then I'm gonna go meet her and I'll just sit at the coffee shop and do like work beforehand because I need to do some of that. And then after I meet her, I have a nail appointment and then we can come home. Okay, so it is going to be a day. Now, she reached out to me because she just wanted to chat about like some personal things. She wanted to talk to me about my experience being in an interracial marriage, which she's a psychiatrist and she's like doing a podcast, and so she has questions. You know, and people have asked me questions about this before, and it actually is not a topic that I mind talking about. I was talking to somebody else about this recently, like this concept of Black love, and I'm trying to decide if I feel comfortable like sharing it out in the open, because actually I do. And I don't know why I'm acting like, you know, I don't, because I know my reasonings behind it. Ultimately, I think as Black women, we're grown up and told like that the only people that find us attractive or think we're beautiful are Black men. And if anybody else finds us attractive or wants to be with us, it's very simply because they're fetishizing us, not because they actually like us. And an author by the name of Ashley Ford, who I follow, she wrote the book Someone's Daughter. Excellent memoir. I really enjoy her and her work. But she mentioned this. Her husband is also white. And she was saying like, when y'all tell people who are, you know, with non-Black men, non-Black women, whatever, well, non-Black men specifically, because this is really only applicable to Black women, that the only reason somebody would be with us is because they're fetishizing us and not because we're actually beautiful, worth their time, or worth being loved. It's sad. And I think we spread this lie to Black women to keep them in a place of constantly like vying and fighting for love. And that leads me to my point, which is I do not like the concept or the idea of Black love. Now, before you turn your nose up, let me tell you why. I think because it's only applicable to Black women. I think that it is a phrase and a statement that we say to Black women to make them feel like, yes, you know, this is why you have to be and pursue only relationships with Black men because they're the only people that love you. Black love, Black families. You are Black. So whoever you're with, your child is going to be Black. So you'll have Black babies. This idea of like, I want to have Black babies. They will be Black. Like, what? What do you mean? You know what I mean? Like this thought that you're only going to experience a real, full type of love if you're with someone who is grown up Black. I have been in relationships with Black men who have not seen eye to eye with me, who do not understand the sort of abolitionist spirit that I have. I've been with Black men who have told me, you're a little too Malcolm X, you need to take it down some. Like, I have been with those type of men. So sometimes when people think that just because you're with somebody Black, they're automatically going to be down for you and down for the struggle, and like, they're not. It may not be automatic because one, that's limiting to Black people. All Black people are not the same, right? Even though we have shared experiences, we don't all have the same sort of ideals and thoughts and plans, and like we experience our Blackness differently. And this idea that like you can only experience the fullness of being in love as a Black person if it's also with another Black person is just a falsehood that isn't true. This is not ever a blanket statement. Nothing is ever all, but by and large, you know, Black women are made to feel like that so they can sort of stay in these roles where they wait on somebody to choose them. And even when I met my husband, you know, I think that he had this idea that I wouldn't like him. And I partially sometimes had this idea that he wouldn't like me. And I remember us having a conversation about it and kind of laughing, like, how odd that we were both socialized to think that, like, we wouldn't like one another, right? We've been told that that's not available, which is why black women will be like, oh, white men don't like me, they don't flirt with me. No, they flirt differently than black men. You know, the same way Latino men flirt differently, Asian men flirt differently. Like, it's just, it's cultural. And so when we don't understand that, we turn that into like, oh, they don't like me. You know, I'm looking forward to hearing her thoughts and chatting with her about it, seeing what she has to say. Because we gotta go get our little birthday nails did. I know it feels like I just got my nails done because the last vlog I got my nails done. But I am not a person. I have tried to just get my nails done every 3 weeks. That's not for me. Even though they don't look bad, right? But this is why I also keep them new so you can't super tell they're growing out. You obviously can see more here, but no. Let me tell you, I'm excited about my party, but I have been having the worst, like, anxiety dreams about it. Like dreams where I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, the party happened and nobody came. Or like the party happened and people got here and there wasn't enough liquor, there wasn't enough food, and I'm like, oh my god. You know, and I think people are like asking me about the dress code. I want people to get dressed up. Like, I miss when people got dressed up to go to places. You know, like when you look back and you're looking at old pictures and a little nostalgic stuff like that. And first of all, you know, there were clubs and places to where people went, you know, little like city clubs, rec clubs, gatherings. But people would go to folks' house. And at people's house, they would still get dressed up to go to their house. Like, they wouldn't just arrive at somebody's house in their sweatpants. You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with wearing your sweatpants. Honestly, enjoy yourself. But I'm also sometimes like, we don't get dressed up. You know, we'll be like, oh, we just going to the house. And it's like, so? Why? Does that mean you can't look like something? Everything is not a jeans and a t-shirt event. Everything is not like a casual event. And so I ask people to dress up. You know, some people might be like, girl, you having the party at your house. But also, this is my venue. Why would I not? Like, I think at first I was very like, oh my gosh, I need to get a venue. I need to do this, that, and the third. And then I was like, I pay mortgage. Baby, that's a venue. Like, girl, let me... Okay, hotties, we are at the car wash. And can I just tell you, one of my pet peeves is people who, like, listen to their music or listen to their phone out loud in public. Like, please grow up. Do you have headphones? It's so irritating. Anyway, we are out. I made it to the car wash. I made it to the cleaners, and this lady says to me, you just look so chic. She's like, your outfit looks so good. And yes, girl, on a Monday. And I'm like, you know what, Mondays really get a bad rap. They need a new publicist. I feel like Mondays are always seen as these days that are so terrible, like, oh, we're back at the week. And I always enjoyed a Monday, you know what I mean? Like, maybe because I like school, nerd alert, but it was always fun to me. So I wore this dress that I got from Urban Revival. I actually had bought it to go to Japan, but then it didn't come till later. But I have that on, oversized leather jacket, Fendi combat boots, these little Prada shades. So yeah, that's the look. It's coming to this car wash too because they do like a hand wash. I think it's fine to go through the car wash when you like need the intermittent just rub down on your car when your car just need a little water. But when you need full like soap, water, wax, wipe my tires down, I gotta go to my spot, okay? Because riding around with a dirty car, that's not hot. That's not how hot girls live. So even if you can't afford to get your car washed, buy you a bucket, get some dish soap, and wipe your car down. Because one thing, even when I couldn't afford to like go get my car washed in like sort of detail every other week, I used to love bumping my music, turning it up loud, and washing my car. I loved it. It was like my favorite thing. Even if I had to go to them little pull-in car washes. So, you know, that was one thing for me that always was like a luxury, I guess, but very important. So. So yes, finished my matcha day. It was a blizzast. And so Maru coffee is cute. Yes, it was lovely hanging out with Aston. She is a sweetheart. And her and I were cool in college because we met in the California club. And at Howard, they had state clubs for everybody, you know, so that you can sort of have those moments to identify with people who grew up how you did, who understand your experiences. And it just helps build community in a place where everybody feels new, especially like your freshman year. So it's very fun. But it was just so nice talking to her and, you know, meeting with people who are thinking sort of the same things you're thinking and who have had your experiences. It's always affirming. So, beautiful times. Not you being loud. Why? Head over to get these nails did, and maybe we'll stop and get a bite. I don't know if I'll have time for that. By the time I get back towards that way, it'll probably be like, girl, you ain't doing it. Stop to get myself a little smoothie. Clearly, this day has been sponsored by green drinks. Like, this isn't bad. It's kale, spinach, mango, banana, which are two things I am allergic to, but kind of like, well, I need to choose a nail design. Normally, you know, I do like neutral, you know, like everybody, I have my little Pinterest saved, okay, of what I want. So I always like look through it, and usually I sit down and look through it when I'm in the chair already. But I'm like, let me get some ideas. You know what I mean?
Close your eyes, slowing down your breath. Take a deep inhale in.
Okay, hotties, we are finally done with my nail appointment. Woo, child. It's been so long since I've sat and got like a design on my nails. I used to very much be a design nail girly, and I would be like, oh yeah, I gotta have all the designs. And now I'm like, girl, give me a neutral nail so I can go. So, but it was my birthday, so I figured I would get something fun. So this is what I got. A little like tortoiseshell, sort of interesting French tip. You know, it's cute. I like it. Now I have to go pick up my children. I am starving, y'all, and also just tired. And you know when you've been like sitting for hours and now you're like, okay, now my butt hurts. It's giving need to go. It's giving need to go. So we are done with that. I was gonna make one more stop, but the dad was like, go get the children. So I guess I'll do that, and then I'll make the stop I was gonna make today. I'll just do it tomorrow. When I tell y'all, I know I said this earlier, but I cannot wait to get my hair done. She's like, usually you haven't got a design in so long. I said, I know, but it's cute. I like it because it's still neutral. You know what I mean? But like has a little glam to it. So we good. has been the day, y'all. We have spent the entire day together. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and sign off here, and I will see y'all in the morning when we head out to the gym. You know, we getting back into it. I heard somebody say the other day that summer is only 4 months away. Here's the thing. I find it very interesting when people are just like, oh, I gotta go to the gym because I gotta work on my summer body. Your winter body don't matter. Child, you better keep that body together all year round. I understand why people talk about summer, but maybe it's because I'm a person that hates summer. And we've discussed this, so you know this already. So I don't think about like, oh, summer's coming. I'm just like, girl, I gotta work out. But, you know, I also want to encourage you to make things a lifestyle, not just like a timed sort of thing. I think sometimes too, a lot of people will be like, oh, I need to go on a fast, or I need to start eating good because summer's on the way. And I'm just kind of like, that diet culture is not great. Like, it's just not even good for you. It's not healthy for you. You know, when you think of your life in terms of, oh, I just need to, you know, get it together for 3 weeks because I got vacation coming up, or like, oh, summer is coming and so I need to make sure that I'm on my fitness. You know, it's like, no, make something a lifestyle for you so that you don't keep doing this whole like start and stop kind of thing. You know, it's just not healthy and not conducive to living a fully immersive, you know, healthy lifestyle. And I watch people do that, and I realize like sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. It's nothing wrong with you like starting and getting yourself together, but don't do it just because you're like, oh, I gotta fit into this outfit, or like, oh, this season is coming up. But I often think that that's why a lot of people struggle with consistency, because they're only thinking of things in these very like specific time blocks. Like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, do YouTube until I reach this many followers, or like, you know, the goals are just so empty. And so if you're just focused on like, oh, I want to have a summer body, then you're not going to implement a wellness lifestyle. It will just become a thing that you do intermittently, and that's not what you want for anything. You know what I mean? You want to like commit to things and commit to yourself. You're worth more than just a summer body, right? You can look good year round. So I just want y'all to be mindful about that. I noticed that is a thing, and that's like a cultural norm for people to just be like, get your summer body together. But I want people to have it together year round. I am going to holler at y'all tomorrow for the gym, and I'll see you there. Have y'all ever just woke up and been like, what? And just sort of came into the day feeling like, what is this day? Even though the day just begun? That's me. I just had to repeat to myself and affirm to me, today will be a good day. Today is a great day. It's a wonderful day. Because last night I did not sleep well. I was like fiddling and trying to get my AirPods to work. I was like trying to listen to an ebook or audiobook. Didn't even get to listen to the audiobook. It was playing, but then I like wasn't really paying attention. Then I woke up suddenly, I don't know, it was just too much. So I was just like up in the middle of the night. Then I had to make a to-do list in the middle of the night, because I was like, if I write down what I need to do before Friday, then I won't feel as crazy. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It is February 25th, officially one day before my birthday. And my eldest daughter always says the day before her birthday is her birthday eve. And so one of my closest friends from college, who I call my brother, he texted me this morning and said, happy birthday eve. Then it made me think like I should do something for myself today. Maybe that's like just about me. That isn't just about like this party and hosting. You know, last night my husband was like, why do you host things when you get anxious every time? And I was like, I always get anxious before I host. If it's not my birthday, even if it's just like, oh, I'm having a barbecue at my house, I like get anxious, and I'm like, oh God, do I have everything? It's like a thing. And then he's always like, I don't understand why you do this if you're gonna get anxious every time. And I was making green tea because I didn't want to have like a different kind of caffeine or over caffeine, and it was too hot. And if you know me, you know that anytime I put my stuff in these little insulated cups, I always burn my tongue. So I was trying to like mix some of my ice water from my water bottle into the cup, and then I didn't put the cup on all the way. So then I took a sip, and then I spilled tea all over me. Child. Sometimes you just need to take a deep breath. You just gotta take a deep breath. Okay, y'all, so we are at the store to see if I can order my balloons. And as I'm walking up, I see that the party store is going out of business. So this actually might be good for us. Maybe we'll be able to find some stuff to use for the party that'll be on sale. It's on sale in here. This is so crazy, look. When I said I had no idea, but the guy told me that the balloons are like $1 and that Mylar are cheaper. Now these could be cute to sit on the table. And of course they don't have an A or a 0. They have an L and a 4. Come on, bro. I bought a new protein. This one, still Optimum Nutrition, but this is the French vanilla cream. I'm not gonna do any fruit. Actually, that's not true. I'm gonna do like 1/4 of a banana just to make sure that it's creamy. But I have a decaf like espresso that my husband brewed for me, and I love to base my smoothies with soy milk. I don't know, the creaminess is better for me. I'm gonna put it into my Vitamix. I'm actually gonna run and grab some ice from outside, bring it in because I want it to be like thick. And last time I didn't put enough ice, so let me go get some ice. Okay, so we all know that Protein got a new publicist, and so we all like chasing down Protein now. I got these glasses off Amazon. I can link them below. And so I'm just gonna take the ice, dump it, and I probably could put some more ice in there low key. This decaf coffee, and it's not sweetened, there's nothing in it. It's just black coffee. Get along. Soy, and I'm gonna do, I don't need to like fill it up because I already have the coffee, which is obviously a lot of liquid. This much because I'm allergic to bananas. I ain't supposed to have this. And then somebody told me that when you make your protein shakes, you should blend it up a little bit first and then put the powder in it, not put the powder in it initially. So I don't know if it's really doing anything, but we're gonna try it. Oh yeah. Okay, so this one is giving, like, because it's French vanilla cream, it's almost giving that it goes with coffee better. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. You know what it kind of smells like? This is random, but and I have not had one of these in ages, but the pancakes at McDonald's, the hot cakes, I don't know why this scent reminds me of that. Girl, what? Weird. Okay, now the Vitamix has like a smoothie setting. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't get that thick smoothie thing that I'm kind of going for. We gonna see. I can tell already that it's not as thick as I want it to be. And I feel like I should put some more ice because I'm about to make this basically like a Frappuccino. It's still a little liquidy, more than I would like. Okay, get my little straw. Oh. That's good. Backyard, I don't ever bring y'all back here, huh? This is actually very bomb. Like, what? Having my party in my backyard, and so I kind of need to do a bit of cleaning up, but it's really not too bad. Like, when I'm looking out over the yard, I'm gonna drape all of this, so you won't see like any of these plants or anything, because it'll be like 10-foot high, like black drapery, so it'll look like closed in. And then over here in this where I'm sitting, I'm actually gonna have 3 like high top tables. My DJ is gonna be like over here adjacent to me. You can't see it right now. I'll show you guys obviously the party and my birthday weekend and another in the vlog, a later vlog. This is the lead up. But I got a taco man, and that's like a big deal. In LA, everybody gets a taco man for parties, and it's basically somebody that they cook the tacos on the grill in front of you at the party. And I got that. There's also gonna be churros, And the theme of my party is called the after party. So I wanted people to feel like old Hollywood, sort of after the Oscars, and the Oscars are actually on Sunday. So I wanted it to feel like a secret sort of star-studded event, but only the inside people know. So it's called the after party. And then, so I just needed to come outside, and I used to do, when it's not cold out, every day I come out and do like a 10-minute sun bath, because obviously vitamin D is really good for you, and sometimes you just need to sit in the sun. You just need to let it pour on you. And you know, I was kind of having like a weird morning. Actually go get my computer and just sit outside and work for a bit.
Please don't do anything that you do not feel comfortable with. Now give it up for Lash Fill. Come on.
Here?
You want a bad one? Well, baby, I'm as bad as they come. Said you want a hot one. Yeah, you with the hottest under the sun. But be careful what you wish for. Make you eat your word. If I'm more than what you bargain for. Fun to flirt, but promise to deliver. Much is required.
Jordan got me getting my tattoo. Isn't it cute?
It's beautiful.
This probably was, you were asking me which one hurt the most. Yeah, this one actually did hurt.
You look like you were in a lot of pain.
I mean, not a lot. A lot is extreme.
You were suffering.
But don't ever ask Jordan nothing, because he can't take nothing serious in his life. Nothing. Okay? Right here in the middle, it didn't hurt because it was fattiest. But like over here, like towards where it's getting more bone and metacarpal, it didn't, it felt like, and it's crazy because I can feel it like tingling down my arm.
Imagine if it was a full hand tattoo.
See, that's too much. But it's so cute. It's exactly what I wanted.
Cute, just like you.
Period. Yeah, I like it. I think so.
What do you get?
I think I want steak frites.
How do you like your steak frites?
Medium well. Thank you.
I'm looking at the sandwiches, the paninis.
Personal favorites, the El Tocino. The cherry mostarda with the bacon is just amazing.
As always, I'm gonna order steak. And Jordan got this enormous, gigantic turkey sandwich. It looks delicious though. I know that bread is good. Steak frites. Happy birthday to me.
I look like a bag of money I'm on. They wanna know what I'm on. Got diamonds dancing on my neck. That is the vibe I'm on. Drip way too lit. Who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect and my money long. If you ain't talking money, don't talk to me.
Good morning, hotties. It is Thursday, February 27th, and we're still celebrating, honey. So just know, this is our birthday vlog. We are celebrating all weekend. I just stopped at Starbucks to get my birthday drink. So funny. The guy at the window was like, I heard it was your birthday. I was like, yeah, I heard that too. He's like, you know what? It's your birthday. I said, thanks. He goes, the lady in front of you paid for your drink. So now you can go someplace else and get another one. And I was like, so I don't know if they were being silly, but I was like, oh, cool, thanks. So yeah, but I have another day full of a billion things to do. I'm not going to the gym this morning because I just cannot. First of all, I'm sore. Secondly, I just have a lot to do like around the house before Saturday, and I need a day. My cleaning ladies are coming, so you know, there's just a lot. I also have a laser appointment that I need to get done. So yeah. Okay, back in the house. So like I was saying, it is just crazy how you blacks do not RSVP. Now, thankfully, I'm obviously smart enough to know this about my people. I love y'all. So I like tried to go ahead and overshoot, right, for the amount of people that I actually invited. Because I'm like, you know, these people ain't gonna RSVP. Nonetheless, it was so funny how many people texted me, called me, all the things yesterday. And were like, oh my God, I can't wait to celebrate with you this weekend. Who knew you were coming, bro? What? Like y'all people in LA. I'm talking Negroes who live across the country. Like people who are traveling to get here. Who didn't confirm? Wild. Wild. However, I appreciate it because it just makes me feel all the more loved. But I'm also like, bro, what if I don't have enough liquor? However, I know my friends and I know people will bring bottles like as a gift, and I'm gonna just be like, bro, crack it open. Enjoy it, you know? Lord have mercy. I like, obviously the cleaning ladies are coming, but you know that means you have to like straighten up your house before they come, because I want to make sure that they're like gonna clean super thoroughly. There's gonna be a lot of people here. I have a guest staying with me, so I need to make sure the guest room is clean. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. But one, everybody was going on and on and on about these Adim lip glosses, lip balms. Okay, so I went to Sephora. Of course, they didn't have any. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to order some. Thankfully, sometimes, let me tell you, as much as we love like Sephora and Ulta and all those places, sometimes it pays to buy directly with the company, because they ended up being cheaper just ordering them from their website since they were having a deal. So the colors I got are Butter Mochi, which is like their clear I'm wearing right now. It's so soft, and now I understand why people were like, it's just so soft. Of course, everybody was talking about the applicator because it's like a metal applicator, and even the packaging is really lovely, right? I mean, just like giving that sort of stainless steel kind of look. And then everybody loves the applicator because it's metal, which is like really, you know, soft on the lips and obviously a bit cooling. And I also got the shade, what is this one? Boba Bounce. So it's like sort of a brown. I haven't used it yet. Let me see if I can squeeze just a touch. You can kind of see it's a little bit of a brown. Very, very beautiful. So I'm like, ooh, like these. But in Sephora and on the website, I think they're like $24. But when I bought them directly from Adim, or Iadem, how you may pronounce it, they were only $20 a piece. Score. I ordered another pair of these sweatpants that I love. Adidas sweatpants from ASOS. So cute. I just love like a cute sweatpant that I can dress up and make jazzy. Like I love to wear these with cute tees or like white button downs, like a set of heels, boots, like a cute loafer. I don't know. They're just cute to me. So I bought another pair. These actually two were on sale. I think they were 25% off because everything on the ASOS app was 25% off. That my husband got me a gold necklace yesterday, a Pisces like little dainty necklace, super cute. So that was one of the gifts he got me, and this was his little card. I know that's right. Fine at 40. Get busy, straighten up, getting myself together, because I also need to take a shower and stuff before the cleaning ladies come, so I'm not in their way and I can be clean and ready to go to my laser appointment and then do everything else I need to do. So let's clean up. BBA to get our laser done. I finished cleaning up a little bit, but why am I still sipping on this drink? And can we just talk about, so I normally only get like a grande or a tall, but of course, you know, when it's free, they were like, you sure you don't want a venti? Then you can just sip on it all day. I was like, do I need to be sipping on matcha all day? I just saw the funniest car driving in front of me. I said flying because the license plate said flying none. And before I saw the license plate, I was laughing to myself like, this person is driving like they just, you know, completed a heist. Why are they in such a hurry? My mom bought me this beautiful, I'm trying to show y'all backwards, this beautiful bracelet for my birthday to go with my stack, with my tennis bracelets and stuff. It's my birthstone, sterling silver, like sitting in. So thankfully, like I will say, laser has worked really well for me. And it's funny to me when people are like, oh, it's so expensive, because I think it's just as expensive if you keep a standing regular wax appointment. Like if you get a wax appointment, you know, excuse me, it's like $60, you know, $50-$60 every time, and that's really the same cost it is to get laser. So I don't know why people be making it seem like it's so much more expensive to get laser. Like that hasn't been my experience. So if you're thinking about it, I use Sev Laser Company. I haven't used like Laser Away or something like that, so I can't, you know, tell you about those, but I can. So much easier. I told myself, I was like, I'm not shaving anymore. Yes. And I'm like, I'm done with that. No.
Happy birthday to Leslie. Happy birthday to Mommy. Happy birthday, dear Kwame. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Thanks for joining me.